everyone, welcome to the 12th session of History, second chapter, the Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. As we know, we have already completed 11th session of this chapter. In the last topic was the Revolution of October 1917, and the today's topic is what changed after October. We studied the revolution in October, and after that revolution, that means after that October revolution, what change came in Russia. In the last topic, we are reading about Bolshevik, how Bolshevik was successfully to take over power in Russia. And now what this Bolshevik will bring change in Russia. Now we'll read about this in this topic. As we know, Bolshevik were totally against the private property. That means they opposed the private property. And as we know, we read in the previous session also about the April thesis of Lenin, Vladimir Lenin. That means how he'd want to try to implement that April thesis. And finally, the time came when the Bolshevik took his power. Now first what he did, he tried to implement the April thesis. You know what were the three things, what were the three demands in the April thesis of Vladimir Lenin, that means Bolshevik party. The first was the banks should be nationalized. The second was the land should be distributed among the peasants. And the third one was the war should be closed. That means the war should be end. Now I'll just read thoroughly through the book and explain you. It's page number 3 and 939. So please be with book. It will be easy for you to go. Now most industries and banks were nationalized in November 1917. That means banks were nationalized by 1917. Now what do you mean by banks were nationalized? As I told you, explained you last time also, that means ownership and management of bank now will be taken by whom? Government. This meant that the government took over ownership and the management. Land declared as a social property, and peasants were allowed to seize the land of the nobility. Now peasants took over the land of the nobility and was declared a social property. Now peasants also now got an opportunity to take over the land. Now they also now started snatching the land from the royal, that means from the nobility and other people. Bolshevik enforced the partition of large house according to the family requirement. Now there were lots of laborers, peasants, family, farmers and all without house, right? Now what the Bolshevik they started doing? They started distributing the land. That means they started a large house where partition according to the size of a family members. If my family members is 6, now according to the 6 members, the house were partition. If somebody like only 3 members, according to the size of 3 members, the house partition were done. So this is how the Bolshevik started distributing, or you can say started partitioning the buildings and all. They banned the use of old titles of aristocracy. Now there is no any royal title now. No one has power to use his or use her title and come into the power. I'm in a form upper class, you are from lower class. No one is allowed to say that now. In the eye of government, everyone is equal. That means because Vladimir Lenin, he believed in equality. Now to assert the change, new uniforms were designed for the army and officials following a clothing competition organized in 1918. That means now new party, new government, isn't it? Now everybody very excited with this new government now. What the Bolshevik party, what he did, this party, Bolshevik party did, he started to designing the clothes, dress, army and official dresses now. For this, what they did, they kept a clothing competition which was organized in 1918. When the Soviet head was chosen, that means what was the Soviet head called? Budyonnovoka. That is the name of a head in Russia. Now the Bolshevik party was renamed, and as we read in the previous chapters also, in the previous chapter, that the Bolshevik party was renamed into the Russian Communist Party. That means Bolshevik renamed its party into the Russian Communist Party. Now, whatever the things that promise were kept by the Bolshevik party, it was like they were trying to fulfill, according to April thesis, they were trying to fulfill all these things now. Now the question is, everything was going smooth. Really the government was taking over in a right place? Was everything was going smooth after October Revolution? Whether there was problem or there was no any problem in the Russia. There was problem also in Russia. Now we'll read where else the problem that came towards the Bolshevik party. In November 1917, the Bolshevik conducted the elections to the Constituent Assembly. The Bolshevik, what happened? He conducted the elections to the Constituent Assembly. This Constituent Assembly is also part of Bolshevik party. He only formed this Constituent Assembly. Who? Bolshevik party. Vladimir Lenin, you can say. But they failed to gain majority support. That means Vladimir Lenin, Bolshevik party that means they were lacking support. From whom? From other party, or you can say from the Constituent Assembly. So what happened? In January 1918, what Vladimir Lenin of Bolshevik party did, the assembly rejected Bolshevik measures and Lenin dismissed the assembly. That means in January 19, whatever the steps were taken by this Vladimir Lenin, this was rejected. All the measures, whatever the steps were taken by the Vladimir Lenin, this was rejected by whom? By the Constituent Assembly. Now, as I told you, this Constituent Assembly is also part of Bolshevik party, which was formed by Vladimir Lenin itself. But this Constituent Assembly is only now being a problem over here. So in 1918, what he did? The assembly was rejected. And now what happened? After that, what happened? Now Lenin, what he planned? Now Lenin planned to dismiss the assembly. Who? Lenin. Now Lenin planned that to reject the assembly. That means which assembly? Constituent Assembly. You can say that the Lenin now dissolved the Constituent Assembly. Now he thought the All Russian Congress of Soviet was more democratic than an assembly elected in uncertain conditions. Now what happened? Now what Lenin thought, now Lenin thought that All Russian Congress of Soviet were more democratic than his party, Bolshevik, or you can say Constituent Assembly. Why he thought like that? Because now you can say that there were many Soviet parties, right? You can say groups. And many Soviet groups were under the All Russian Congress, Soviet, right? And also many more Soviet parties were also supporting Bolshevik now. Now what happened? Now Bolshevik, that means Vladimir Lenin thought that whatever the All Congress party, whatever the meeting, whatever they used to do, that was in more democratic way rather than their own. Now he also made one excuses. When he formed this Constituent Assembly, he said that it was formed uncertain way, in a hurry. So this was not good. So that is the reason he dissolved the Constituent Assembly. Just what he did, he made an excuse now. In March 1918, despite opposition of their political allies, the Bolshevik made peace with Germany. Now the Bolshevik tried to make a peace treaty with Germany, though there were many opposition of Bolshevik party. It doesn't mean that only the Bolshevik party was in Russia, that all Congress party were there. Even other parties were also, other groups, Soviet groups were also there in Russia. So though there were the parties who opposed Bolshevik party, though Vladimir Lenin, what he did, he made a peace treaty with whom? With Germany at Brest-Litovsk. That means it is a name of a city. In the years that followed, the Bolshevik became the only party to participate in elections to All Russian Congress of Soviet, which became the parliament of the country. Now somehow this party, the Bolshevik, started controlling other groups also. All India Congress, there were small Soviet groups and all. What happened? The Bolshevik party, they started controlling these small groups. So that is the reason now in Russia, this Bolshevik became only one party to what happened? To participate in the elections. Trade unions were kept under party control. That means whatever the unions, associations were there, the trade unions, they were kept under the Bolshevik party control. The secret police called the Cheka first and later OGPU and the NKVD. That means this is a Russian word. It is not so important to know what is the full form because it is in Russia. So this Cheka first and the later OGPU and NKVD, this is a secret police formed by the Bolshevik party, punish those who criticize the Bolshevik. That means whoever used to criticize the Bolshevik party, they were punished. So that means somehow from these things we slowly will come to know that there was a problem in Russia. That means people were somehow, we will see afterwards, they were not happy. Now many young writers and artists rallied to the party because it stood for socialism and for change. Now every artist, youth, isn't it, writers and all, because they want change in the country. So they were in support of what? They were in support of change. That means socialism. But the question is, really there was a socialism in the country? Now what happened in Russia? All these steps, whatever the steps was taken by the Bolshevik party, was creating a tension among the Russian society. There was creating a tension. Whatever the steps were taken by the Russian Revolution, Bolshevik party, they were creating a tension in the Russian society among the people. Now people started expressing their feelings. Now they were not happy with the Bolshevik party. Now after October 1917, this led to experiment in the arts and architectures. Now what happened? Now the people, those who joined and started supporting this Bolshevik party, they also started getting annoyed of this party by seeing the steps taken by the Bolshevik party. Now here, but many became disillusionized because of the censorship the party encouraged. Now there were many people who were disillusionized. That means they were in confusion. That the first they thought that it would be good whatever the Bolshevik party is doing, right? They thought now Bolshevik party will bring change. They were in support of the socialism. They were happy. Now the time the change has come, but somehow whatever the steps were taken by the Bolshevik, the people were not happy. The people thought it was illusionized. Understood? So now this will bring more tension in the country. Now there was a censorship also. It is written over here, because of the censorship the party encouraged. Now censorship, many things were not given permissions, like newspapers, maybe they were not right to speech and all. There were many things that they started creating a problem in the country. So this attitude of Bolshevik party, now this attitude of this Bolshevik party, along with other factors, what happened, created a situation of civil war in Russia. Now what was the beginning and what came to an end? Now see, the beginning, the Bolshevik party, they started, right, they were in support of the laborers, peoples and all. And people were also happy because as Vladimir Lenin, they were support of the socialism and all. But slowly what happened, it was a type of, now see, you can say undemocratic. He started doing a thing in a undemocratic way. People were not happy. Many things were banned. In many things they kept terms and conditions. So this attitude of this Bolshevik party, these things made what happened. The other factors also made a situation of civil war in Russia. Now there will be a civil war in Russia. Hope you guys understood this this topic. We'll meet on another topic on next session. Any doubts, please you can comments. You can leave your comments, so I'll reply you. Till then, thank you. Take care.